One of the big questions, at least to me, is what is Jaron Boots Ennis going to do next? Is he going to stay at 147 and trying to unify with Barrios, Stanionis, and Brian Norman Jr.? Or is he going to move to 154 and take the challenge of Vergil Ortiz Jr.? Or will he fight Vergil at 154? Eddie Hearn's answer might surprise you. I don't own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. This is Eddie Hearn on Boxing News telling us the latest on Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis.
We're talking to Vergil Ortiz and we'll make a decision this week on the next step for Jaron Ennis.
Do you have a somewhat of a front runner for what could be next for Jaron Ennis?
I like the offer that we had was to fight Vergil Ortiz at 147, which is interesting because we get to keep our title, but maybe there's a move at 54 as well.
Could Ortiz still make 147?
I don't know. I mean, that's the correspondence we received, so I'm not sure if that's for at some point behind. So it's a big decision for Jaron, and it will be made this week.
Let me get this straight. This is sounding like duck language. Eddie Hearn said he has an offer for Vergil Ortiz to fight Jaron Boots Ennis at 147. So they're going to weight drain Vergil Ortiz, and not just that, Vergil Ortiz had medical problems making that weight, and that's why he moved up to 154, which I believe ultimately the weight he's going to fight at is 160 pounds. I believe Vergil Ortiz, within a year or two, will be a middleweight. And they're trying to drain this guy down to 147? If they give Vergil Ortiz an offer to fight at 147, this fight is not going to happen. If Eddie Hearn and Boots Ennis are really serious about this fight, 147 shouldn't even enter their mind. Even Boots said he felt drained at 147. And let me paraphrase what he said. He said, I think I'll have more pop at 154, meaning he will be a stronger fighter at 154 than he is at 147. And Boots is a big welterweight. And one day, I believe he will be a middleweight as well. But who would it affect more fighting at 147? Would it be Vergil Ortiz or Jaron Boots Ennis? It would affect Vergil Ortiz more, right? If this fight does happen, they're taking a page right out of the Tank Davis playbook. Not only would Vergil Ortiz have to make 147, but IBF does have that rehydration clause of 10 pounds. That's if Boots is defending his title against Vergil Ortiz. So this is very interesting. Eddie Hearn wants to fight at 147. He said that way he'd be able to keep his belt, and not just that, to be able to weight drain Vergil Ortiz Jr. If this happens, to me, that's a weak move. Eddie Hearn is doing everything he can to try to keep Boots at 147. For some reason, seems like it to me, he does not want Boots at 154. Not just yet. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis at 147? JBZ, I'm gone.